meeting the spin doctor, press relations of Pez United.
Gaffer.
Hi.
All right.
What's your name again?
Um, Sean. I've got all sorts of different nicknames and things, but let's just go with Sean.
Let's go with Sean. What's some of the nicknames?
Spinny
Spinny.
and the Spinster.
The
But that
spinster.
doesn't really work because Spinster actually does mean something else.
That's a bad one.
Well, yeah, so I've told people don't use Spinster.
That's out of
And
order.
they go, all
That's
right,
derogatory.
Spinny.
Spinny.
But it is derogatory, yeah.
It is. Uh,
So anyway, how are you?
I'm as well as one can be with a run of thus such results.
It's a bad run.
It's a bad run, Spinny. Have we met before?
Um, I would probably say no to that.
Okay, just to
Yeah.
you need to say I get it. I get
I
it, man.
don't think you're the member of any clubs I go to.
The Foot and the Balls. That's a restaurant I go to eat at.
Oh,
Did you go
really?
there?
What, if you got some sort of voucher or something?
I've certainly had some vouchers. Covent Garden.
Okay.
You been?
Okay, fine. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm in there all the time.
We must go sometime. There's,
Yeah.
the pasta's hot.
Usually, yeah. I mean, if it isn't, complain.
Absolutely, man. Send it back there. Well, listen. Thanks so much for having this emergency meeting, Spinny. It's much appreciated because, as you know, we're in a difficult spot, man.
Well, I'm here to help. I'm here to help. Just tell me, what you think is the best strategy.
Well, this is the thing. 5 games we just played. We were flying
Hmm.
high, as you know.
Yeah.
Lost 4, drew 1. The draws against Man Blue. That's pretty. But I mean, that's the only positive we can take.
What was the score draw? What was it?
1-1 versus Man Blue.
Okay.
They're top of the league.
Okay.
So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that was certainly something to write home about if on a postcard. Apart from that,
For
the other
sure.
4, absolute disaster. Just played
Hmm.
West London Blue last. Got absolutely eaten 4-0.
You got
Awful.
eaten 4-0.
Absolutely eaten 4-0. Horrible.
Yeah, yeah.
Now I've got to face the press after this. I've not had a proper press conference since that result. How
Mm.
do we spin this?
Well, the best thing to do, I'd say, is a sob story.
Okay.
Sob stories always work.
hmm
If you say that, stuff on my mind, that sort of stuff.
Stuff on me
Um,
mind.
well, you don't actually need to say stuff on my mind. I'm just spitballing, but
Okay, but I can say
say what you want to say.
I can say stuff on me mind.
Don't just say stuff on my mind and leave, but say other things like as literally as any one of your players.
Yep.
Are they going through anything at the moment? Literally, it doesn't matter what it is.
Okay.
It could be, you know, a car needs an MOT,
Mm.
whatever. But
Well,
it's playing on their mind, and for that reason, they've been
Shimmy,
playing
the
terribly.
small lad Shimmy, he's
Yeah,
moved into a new luxury apartment, and he said that
right.
when he turns the living room light on, the hallway light goes off, and there's not going to be anyone over to help until next Monday, and he's
Right,
distraught.
exactly.
Right,
Perfect. Right, we'll use that.
use that
Use that, and sort of go into detail about, you know, the switches and
stuff on me mind.
stuff, and then just say stuff on my mind. Uh, you know,
Yeah, that's all good. That's all pretty good. That's all. That's all.
has anybody got any pets? Pets are always good.
Schwartz has a
Public
dog.
love cats and
Oh,
dogs. Yeah, perfect. So just say that, his dog's swallowed something.
what?
Pen.
Swallowed a pen. That's on me
Yeah.
mind.
That's
certainly.
on my mind. If your dog has swallowed a pen, what else would be on your mind?
That's a good point. Could be a
If you can actually score a hat trick
mm,
whilst you're aware that at home your dog has got a pen in its stomach, then you're a bit heartless.
that's all. I
How
mean,
do you know what I mean? So you've got to balance it out that way.
it's fascinating this world you're in, Spinny, because
It certainly is, yeah,
the type of guy I am, traditionally one of the hardest men in football. All of this sort of
yeah,
snowflake feeling things, I don't believe in
yeah.
any of it.
No, no. Well, unfortunately, there's lots of snowflakery out there,
Oh, don't even get me so much.
and there's a lot of liberal media
Oh my
who
god.
will totally buy into you just sort of saying, "Oh, my players, you know, give them the headspace that they need, and all that, you
It's
know."
pathetic. I mean, we didn't used to have feelings back when I was a
Yeah,
player, and now these
yeah,
days there's stuff on all my minds of all the players.
yeah. And
It's
that's just the
pathetic.
last thing. It's the last thing you need, really, if you want to, pick up a few trophies. So it's time to,
Stop. Mm.
abuse your liberal media. Yeah,
Abuse the liberal media about time.
abuse them. Yeah,
They won't know what hit them.
make use of them. All right, make use of them,
Thank you.
and see what happens.
That's actually a lot of class what you said and did there.
Thank you. And I haven't just thought that up, by the way.
No, I can tell you've been doing it. I mean, what else? What else have you worked on in the past?
Well, I've been the spin doctor for many sportsmen and
Mhm.
women.
Oh yeah.
Um, hmm?
Yep.
But yep,
Yep.
yeah, yep, yeah. And they all come to me eventually.
Mm.
Whatever problems they've got, they all come to me eventually
And they
because I'm the
say,
one who sorts it out.
"Spinny,
That's
how can
another
you
one of
spin it?"
my Yeah, exactly. That's another one of my nicknames, the sorter. They call me
The
the sorter
sorter.
because well, I can't really remember why they call me the sorter actually, but they call me the sorter,
Hmm.
and whatever the problem is,
Hmm.
I've usually got a solution.
That's fantastic.
That's another one of my nicknames actually, the solution provider.
Provider.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. 57. Ignore that.
Wow, what was that?
And it's nothing. Listen, we have a lot of secrets in the club. Until what just happened is out in the open, we don't have to speak on it.
Well, I don't. I will gloss over it if you want me to do that because I don't want to dwell on something that might be embarrassing for you.
You don't want to dwell on what just happened. It was there's a lot
Listen,
of
I'm not a dwell. I don't dwell. Gaffer.
they don't call you the
I'm,
dweller.
they don't call me the dweller for nothing.
No,
Well, they do. No, they wouldn't call me the dweller, would they?
Paul Dweller.
They call me the
They
Paul
call you
Dweller.
They call you
That's
the
great.
Paul Dweller.
Well, they will now because you've just thought of it. But
Yeah.
that's good. That.
That's very good. So I can plant some stuff like Paul Dweller. I can plant some stuff in the press. Like I don't know if you've heard Matthew
Yeah,
McConaughey's audiobook, but it's absolutely
I
stunning.
have.
It's absolutely stunning. And
Yeah,
there's
he goes. I did exactly the same thing as he did. He went out into the wilderness for
yeah,
like 50 days, and
yeah,
yeah. Well, I went to Epping Forest.
yeah. For how many days?
Two really. I mean, I couldn't hack it any more than that really because I bought this tent and it kept falling down.
Well, that's still though. That's very similar to McConaughey.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Because
we both got the same. We both had the same passage.
it's similar guys.
Yep,
He told a
we are.
reporter. He said they're calling it the McConaissance, and he made it
That's
up
fantastic.
himself. And you know
Yeah,
about this sort of spinning, and then
yeah.
they said that in IRL. So have you got anything I could use for oneself in a similar?
Um, what did you mean? Like some sort of made up word?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, let's think about it.
Okay,
Let's take two words and then put them together.
okay.
So you need a rebirth. So let's take rebirth as a word.
Rebirth. That's a word.
And top six.
Okay.
Because that's kind of where you want to be, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's a good target, isn't it, for any football manager? Top six.
It's good because they were talking about top half of the table, and now we're trying to get top 4 really.
Okay, top 4. Well, let's say top 4.
Okay.
Rebirth, top 4, and just put those together. Off you go.
Am I doing it?
Yeah.
Rebirth top 4. Okay. Top for Rebirth.
Ribber 4.
Ribber 4.
Ribber 4.
Ribber 4.
Okay. It's not as
Reconnaissance.
good as reconnaissance, but I'm not a miracle worker.
No.
You've given me the tools,
Mhm.
and that's what I've given back to you.
So that's Ribber 4.
Yeah, Ribber 4.
Ribber Force?
You'll need to yes, that's a good one. I mean, you will need to explain this. You can't just say stuff's on my mind, Ribber 4, and then leave.
Right.
You will need to say you will need to explain what you're talking about, because it will just sound like gibberish.
Okay, so if it's an essay, stuff on me mind. Secondly, thirdly, and finally, Ribber Force. Thank you.
Don't forget yeah, exactly. But don't forget the dog eating the pen.
A dog ate a pen, and that's Ribber Force. Thank you.
That's
everyone.
Ribber Force. Thank you, everyone. Snap, snap, snap.
Step.
There's your that's the camera. The journalist, the photo journalist.
I thought it was they were just doing that, because they're very unpredictable.
That'd be stupid. No. Yeah, then they just would. Yeah, and then you'd get your heartfelt pieces in the newspapers the following day, and then people will just forget the fact that your team are playing fairly badly.
All right. Thanks for that. Okay. And
right.
Anything else? Before I get the lads to training, any final things you can think of in terms of the lads and the spinning the press and anything of other sorts, any etc.
Well, I mean, if they're married, then get a little fight going with their wives. That always helps, because then you've got a total diversion. You've got what we call a dead cat situation. I don't know whether you've ever heard of that. A dead cat situation.
Dead cat.
Yeah, it comes from sort of old times.
I don't know about old times.
It's to do with, there was like a banquet.
I'm a football man.
Right.
I don't know about.
Well, you do know what a banquet is.
Bank.
No, a banquet, right? So it's like a big table with lots of food, and there was like people going.
I've seen those.
Like there was like a bishop or something, and they were saying, "Oh, bishop, you need to sort yourself out. You're, losing the church or something."
Banquet.
And then he literally kind of had this dead cat, and he went, "What on earth is this?" And it was a dead cat, and it's a diversionary tactic. And he plonked it on the table, and that's where, and then he ran off and started up a new church, and so it's about diverting your audience away from audience. Yeah, so your dead cat is your players' wives.
My players,
get them to fall out over I don't know, a shoe something. Yeah, like a shoe, like a pair of shoes or something.
They fell out over.
I don't really know much. Yeah, I don't really know much about wives, but shoes.
I mean, I've had 4
shoes.
I've had 4 divorces, and I still don't know about.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Well, I don't, because I'm a bachelor.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, listen. So, just to recap quickly before I let you get back to spinning class.
Yep.
Stuff on my mind. I
mind.
swallowed a pen. The dog's.
My dog swallowed a pen.
My dog swallowed a pen. Here's a dead cat. What was the thing? Ribena. What was the thing?
I don't know, but Ribena's great. Choose 2 words and put them together so that they sound like Ribena. So you've got rebirth,
Reeb,
Ina,
Reeb, been,
uh,
Re been here before. Re been, rye
Rib.
bread.
Yeah, I am going to leave that with you because it's getting complicated. But
Yeah.
that's good.
All right. Well, listen. Thanks a lot for the meeting. I think it was really something spectacular.
Pleasure, Gaffer. Good
And
luck with it.
I don't usually say that. I don't like anyone, but I think you're great.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Thanks very much.
All right. Well, good luck with continuous spinning.
Thanks, Gaffer.
All right. Good night.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
I mean, that was an absolute disgrace. That meeting.